This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hi everybody, welcome to War and Pieces. It's your old pal Rob here. And you're wondering, hey, what's War and Pieces doing back, or where has it been on Rob's tabletop world? Well, don't worry, it's safe and it's still alive for those of you that haven't seen one in a long time. It's over on BoardGameGeek TV. So make sure you go over there every Wednesday and check out Color Your World and War and Pieces on alternating weeks. Does that mean War and Pieces isn't going to be here? No, it's going to be here from time to time. We're going to do live playthroughs and we're going to do some countdowns, just like today's countdown, where we're going to be counting down the top 10 war games of 2018. Now, for me, it's the top 10 games that I played this year that I haven't had the experience to play. With so many games I have, there's sometimes I go 2 or 3 years without opening up a box. It happens to us all. We have a little shrink wrap on our shelves, and this year I made sure that I opened up a bunch and played a bunch. So we're gonna count down the top 10 that I really enjoyed. So without further ado, let's get going. So at number 10 is a game that I absolutely enjoyed. Dan Verzen does such a fantastic job, and Pavlovs House is just a masterpiece. A game where you are taking, it breaks down into 3 different sections, from the house to the area to flotillas and all kinds of things, and calling artillery and stuff. Just a wonderful, wonderful game that plays so smoothly and has such a beautiful system. You need to check it out if you have not checked it out. I've talked about this in a couple countdowns already. Seer Leader at number 9. This is one you're definitely going to want to check out. Another Dan Verzen game where you are reenacting Midway, you are reacting Pacific battles, and covering a bunch of years where it's so accurate that there are certain planes that flew late 44, early 43, that it does make a difference in making sure that you do that. But the most amazing thing is the pilots. Is developing the pilots and getting special abilities and leveling them up, and there's just a feel and beauty of this game. Very, very well done. At number 8 is a game that I was quite shocked and I really enjoyed. It's the American Revolution Hold the Line. Wow. I mean, wow. This was just fun, easy to learn, simple, beautiful. I had a great time with this, and just enjoyed the experience. You know, so much game in the box. It's something you need to check out without a doubt, especially if you're a fan of the American Revolution. Let's see, at number 7, okay, definitely is a game that I absolutely, the whole series is just fantastic. And you know, GMT is such a beast. They just do things that are just so fantastic, and they just you know, all I can say is that they are probably the quality, everything is just beautiful in this stuff. And the coin series, Liberty or Death, another great coin game. Every coin game I've ever played is a masterpiece. I'm telling you right now that if you haven't had the experience, you could be not a war gamer and play a coin series game and just get sucked into the immersion of what a fantastic board game as well as war game it truly is. At number 6, well, I love these guys, and I will tell you, Academy Games. I played this early in 2018. I had it for a while. I had it since the prior Gen Con when they were so nice to give me a copy of this, but we did not get a chance to play it until early 2018, so it qualified. And that's 878 Viking Invasion from Academy Games. Wow. I mean, you want to talk about an experience where you know the Vikings are coming into England and you have to fend them off, and historically how it all just plays out, and the cards and the turns and the twists and turns where at one moment it looks like all is lost, and then with just the slightest bit twist, boom, everything changes, and it's a wild ride, but a fantastic ride at that. At number 5 is Cataclysm from GMT. This is a masterpiece. I really enjoyed this. There is a lot going on there. It's a great experience. I enjoyed it immensely. You know, of course, covering the Second World War, as you know, just everything that you want in a box. You know, very big, beautiful. Everything, just GMT's one of the best companies, and it's because of them and a number of other companies that are really keeping this alive, and it's growing. It's starting to grow back, and you know, there's a lot of great channels out there that are helping support this, but putting out good games is number 1 on the list. And I'll tell you, I got to commend GMT for doing a great job, along with some of the other companies like Dan and Flying Pig and of course, you know, Academy Games. Just what more can you say? Let me get off my soapbox and continue on with the countdown. At number 4 is a Richard board game, and I was shocked how much I really enjoyed this. This really caught me off guard. I knew nothing about it. Battle of Britain. I had such a joy painting up the miniatures. You know, I really thought, you know, that I wouldn't want another miniature airplane game. I thought I had enough, but playing this was just absolutely fantastic. I enjoyed it early in the year. Yeah, it was early in the year when I played it. I probably think around May or June or somewhere in there. But this was fantastic. Got all the expansions, got everything for it. And it's one that I really have to figure out how to tape or do live for you guys. And just an enjoyable experience. And number 3 is a war game that's pretty simplistic, but it was something that I had a chance to play with the Jarl early in the year, and it stuck with me because of the simplicity, how much he enjoyed it, someone that doesn't play a lot of war games, and how much when we went to every different box set, that even though these were block games, we just enjoyed the experience. And that's the Holdfast series. These were just enjoyable. It was easy to teach them. The games had tons of you know, there was tons of strategy involved. It was enough where it wasn't overwhelming for somebody that doesn't normally play war games, and enough to keep a war gamer engaged like myself and going, I'm enjoying this. This is fun. And we just had a beautiful and wonderful time with that entire series. So at number 3, Holdfast. And number 2 was something that I didn't get the chance to play until BGG this year. And when I sat down and I got to spend some time, and I spent almost an hour and a half talking about this, I was just completely blown away and said, now I know why every time I went to go get it, it was sold out. And that's Conflict of Heroes, the Firefight / solo expansions for Awakening the Bear and their system. Conflict of Heroes is a game that is very near and dear to my heart, and I love very much. And the Firefight generator, I'm going to tell you, Uwe and I sat there and we did a run through, and he goes, here, just take these cards and these cards, and I'll show you how this works. And we played through it, and creating the firefight was almost as much fun as playing the actual battle itself. But it turned out that we created such a unique scenario that he was actually thinking of putting it into his next game, because they ended up using that scenario the rest of the weekend trying to defeat it, and it was so balanced. And Uwe and his son, Gunter, is just, what they do, you guys just don't know. It's just a fantastic experience. I love everything that they do, and I am a big fan and a big supporter of Academy of Games, so you can rest assured of that. And they get the #2 slot this year. Number one blew me away, and I waited for this game for quite some time. And I am a big fan of Mark Walker and the passion and the heart that he puts into every single game he does. His company is wonderful. I am a huge fan of Flying Pig games, and I think you should be too. And if you haven't experienced them, shame on you. Shame, shame, shame on you. But Armageddon War gets my #1 board game, war game of the year, as far as games that I played this year. And for me, I absolutely love this game. I love the mechanic where once you go, there's a chance that you may not go, and you're pulling each chit out, the corn that corresponds with the chits that you have on the table, and you may have a move planned, but you may get to go that one time and have yourself in a perfect position, fire, miss. But the unfortunate thing is that if you're last chit out, you miss an entire turn, and the way it just works, and the way you know, you're taking turns, some unit is going to skip a turn, and it might be that one crucial unit, and that's the unpredictability of war. You can plan for something, but the unexpected always happens, and it's just beautiful. The boards, of course, quality. They are top ranked in quality, and they just continue to build on an already just beautiful library that they have. And Mark, I commend you. I'm so glad to know you, #1, and just a wonderful, wonderful job. Congratulations. And if you don't have this game, go out and get it. You can find it at Mark's website, of course, Flying Pig Games, or you can get it at Miniature Market, because I loved it so much. I convinced them to make sure that they carried it for Mark, and it is fantastic, along with the solo generator player and expansions and the beautiful mats, and what more can I say? Fantastic job, fantastic games. Everybody on this list, all these fantastic companies, deserve nothing but commendations for their fantastic effort to keep the wargaming community together and grow it. And I thank you all for another wonderful year, and I'm looking forward to all the great things that you guys have planned for next year, because you'll find me waiting, and I'll be talking about it. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob, and don't forget to check out War and Pieces every other week on BoardGameGeek TV, and every once in a while here on Rob's Tabletop World. Until next time, I'm Rob Orn. We'll see you soon.